So Callie is 1 week old and I am here to do a quick update about her and her development for you guys during her first week of life. She was born on Monday, September 12th, 2016 at 7:36 in the morning. I've got a whole birth vlog about it, so if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go see it. She was born at 6 pounds and 9 ounces. While we were in the hospital, she lost 9 ounces. So she left the hospital at 6 pounds, 0.2 ounces. They acted like that was fine. There was no issues. And they were saying that since she's exclusively breastfed, that's completely normal. At her first doctor's appointment, which was on Friday, so when she was 5 days old, she had lost another 2 ounces. So as of that doctor's appointment, she weighed 5 pounds and 14 ounces, which they didn't have a problem with. Everything was fine and she's eating like a champ. Now, while we were in the hospital, they were concerned about her jaundice. And so they had her under the phototherapy UV lights, basically in the baby easy bake oven, trying to get her to expel some of that bilirubin. And that was a side effect of the issues that we had during my pregnancy with my blood type. Because we had a blood type incompatibility, it makes it, her blood cells, there's more blood cells, which means there's more bilirubin, and her body has a harder time of expelling it. So she was under the phototherapy lights for a full 24 hours, and that sucked. It was terrible. It sucked for me, it sucked for Tim, it sucked for her because she was naked and it was cold, and I couldn't even hold her. I had to like have her under this light, and it sucked. I hated it, but it's over now. And at her last blood draw, which was on Thursday, they said her bilirubin levels were good now. So all is good. She does have a little bit of yellowish tint to her skin, a little bit to her eyes. The doctor said just take her out in the sun and make sure you're feeding her a lot, and she's passing a lot of pooping, which she is great at, by the way, then she'll be fine. So like I said, she is exclusively breastfed, going really, really well. I talk a little bit more about it in my 1 week postpartum update, but her breastfeeding is going awesome. She eats a ton. We are just doing it on demand, and my milk came in on day 2.5-ish. So she's been fully on breast milk. The first couple days were kind of rough because obviously you only have colostrum and you can't feed a lot, and her latch kind of sucked, and so I ended up getting some really bad blisters and was bleeding and stuff, but we pushed through. And so far everything has been good since then. I'm pretty thankful because my breastfeeding journey with Cadence was a lot crazier and a lot more stressful, but this time I'm really just listening to my instincts. I'm feeding her whenever she's hungry, which is often sometimes, and sometimes they sit there for a long time and nurse her. I feel like a lot of people get a lot of different advice from a lot of different people when they're breastfeeding, and that kind of just confuses you and you don't listen to your instincts as much. And this time I'm just really focused on watching her and watching her cues and seeing how she is. And she sleeps and she has wet and dirty diapers and she's good to go. So we're keeping on keeping on. She's actually sleeping really well. She's only been waking up once or twice between midnight and like 8. So that's been pretty good. We usually go to bed with her around midnight, and then I've been getting up about 8 or 9 with her, and it's been going fine. She eats pretty well at night, and she is sleeping with us in the bed in a co-sleeper. So we actually have her in a DockATot, which stay tuned, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the DockATot in a video coming up really soon, but we have her in a DockATot in our bed. She loves that little thing well enough to stay there, and it's really easy for me because I can just pick her out and feed her and put her back. So it works really good for us. I have not started cloth diapering her yet because I'm waiting for her belly button to, you know, do its thing and come off. Even the newborn diapers have a very high rise on her because she's so small. So I am just waiting until her belly button comes off and is good to go and it's all healed, because I don't want to irritate it more. So she's still in disposables for now, but we have a boatload of Doomboard disposables, so it's really not that serious. We might as well use them up. And she's tried out cloth a couple times, but like I said, it just doesn't really fit her well yet because she's still really small. She mostly wears preemie size clothes right now. They fit her exactly perfectly, so I know in like 2 weeks they're not going to fit her anymore, but she swims in the newborn clothes. So my little tiny little, she's so little. Her aunt went out and bought her some preemie size clothes, so she actually looks like, you know, she fits. And the preemie clothes are small, y'all. They are tiny. So her next doctor's appointment is tomorrow. They're going to do a weight check, and she will be 8 days old at that point. So I'll be letting you guys know how it goes. obviously. I'm anticipating she's probably gained some weight because she's been nursing a ton. She is a really fast nurser, which is really cool. Cadence took a really, really long time to nurse, so this whole like her eating in 10 to 15 minutes thing is awesome and a treat. She does eat a lot, like she eats really frequently, but I've been keeping track of that on my baby app called Mama Baby, and that's been really helpful because I'll forget what side, and in the middle of the night I forget what side and how long, so we keep track of how long she's eaten on there, and it's going really well. She did try out her first bottle also. She's had 2 bottles this week of pumped milk, and Tim's gotten to feed her those, and she's not real sure about the bottle, but we're working on it. I don't want it to be something that we never introduce to her, or we wait too long to introduce to her and then she prefers just nursing. She still prefers nursing, but I want her to have, you know, I want her to be able to do both really well. So that being said, it's actually just fine. I've been pumping a lot, so we actually have a lot saved, and she eats maybe like an ounce or 2 out of the bottle, but it's just some practice for her basically. But that is it about Callie, guys. So let me know what you want to see in her 1 month update, or if there's anything particular you would like me to include about her. But we will talk to you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all of the well wishes to me and her and our whole family when she was born. So we will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Say bye, little. Say bye. Say thanks for watching.